Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Annalise Christine and we're going to talk about my Pan That palette for this year. If you've been watching for the last 4 years, this is my 4th year doing Pan That palette. My first year I did an e.l.f. 144 eyeshadow palette. It had so many bright colors and it was huge. The pans were small, so it was pretty easy. It wasn't easy, but it took a lot to get through. It took the whole year, but I was able to get through it that year. And I have mixed colors, and that creates more powder and stuff like that. Or if the shade wasn't good, there were 144, I just kind of crushed it up. But I was able to get through that. It was a huge palette. I didn't like it in my collection. That's why I chose to use it up, and it was getting older. The second year I chose to do a multi-purpose palette. It had blushes, bronzer, some cream eyeshadows I think went bad. There were some other little things in there, plus I think 86 or 92, I can't remember, eyeshadows. And I was able to use all of those eyeshadows up. So those were two huge palettes in my collection that just were hard to use every day and put in my everyday drawer because they didn't fit. So I was really happy to use those up. But during that time, with so many eyeshadows, I didn't use any of my other eyeshadows, and I have quite a collection of eyeshadows. So last year, for my Pan That palette, I decided to do a roulette on my smaller eyeshadows. I put them all on a sheet of paper, kind of cut the sheets of paper up, picked 2 pieces of paper, and then I was able to choose which one I wanted to use up. I was able to use up quite a few little eyeshadow palettes, and I had not used them, so I was very excited about that. So this year, I was still thinking about what I wanted to do for Pan That palette, and I was trying to think of a category that I hadn't used very much, because like I said, when I do a Pan That palette, I am focused on that palette, and very, very, very rarely do I use any other palette, because I'm I want to use this up so I can go on to the next one. Or the first 2 years, like I said, it's so many that I had plenty to choose from. So I haven't used up a lot of other eyeshadows besides the ones I was painting, which I was fine with. I know that's how I am. So this year I decided to focus on my singles. Now it's going to sound a little weird, but I have not used my singles, and I have 22 single eyeshadows. And so I'm going to do similar to what I did last year, was I put them all on a sheet, a paper, and I'm going to pick 2 numbers, and then I'm just going to focus on one at a time. This is going to help me, since I have become a stay-at-home mom, I really can just focus on that one eyeshadow. I'm a new mom. I have a 3-month-old and a 22-month-old almost. Oh gosh, he's getting old. So I have 202 right now, and so eyeshadow is not my top priority. It is not the product. While I love using eyeshadow, I love the way it looks when it's on, it's not something that I'm I have to put it on. It's my top 3 products to put on if I'm running short on time or things like that. So I thought a single would be a lot easier to just focus on one at a time. Plus, that I am able, if it's a highline shade, I can find a base in crease shade that I can use, and so I can use other products and other eyeshadows with this project, which I'm really excited about to try, because this is not something I've ever done before. So I know the updates might not be as exciting because I'm only going to be looking at one eyeshadow, but I'm hoping I can get through some of my singles, because like I said, I have 22 of them, and I just don't use them because I don't know, I just don't use them. So I really want to work on them. So let me get my list and then I'll be right back. So here's my list, 1 through 22 of the eyeshadows that I have. I'm going to pick a random number. I'm just going to go to a website that picks 2 random numbers, 1 through 22, and then I will come back and show you which 2 those are on here, because I don't even know. I haven't really looked at them. I have an inventory sheet, so I just kind of copied and pasted them on there, so I don't know which numbers are which. So we'll go to random.org, 1 to 22, and generate. So number 8 and number 9. So 8 and 9 right next to each other. We'll see what those are, and then I will go show them to you. The first one is the Revlon Wet n Wild Black Shimmer, and the next one is number 9 is Wet n Wild Sugar. These are opposite colors. I'm going to get them and I will be right back. So like I said, these 2 colors are completely opposite. This first one was number 9, and it's the Wet n Wild Sugar, and it's a matte white. I guess it has a little bit of shimmer, but it's really matte white. I have a huge dip in it, so it won't take me long if I choose to pick this one. The next one is this Revlon Revlon Wet n Wild Black Shimmer. Basically, I got a 2 eyeshadows and they both broke, and they were just kind of both like this black shimmery color. So it looks like this. So it's been repressed. So this is the color. And this would probably be a color that I would use as a transition shade. And then this is the other color. These are the 2 colors. This is hard because I do want to work through eyeshadows. I really do. This shade has been repressed, so it might not take as long either. But it is quite a bit of eyeshadow. So I think what I'm going to do is give myself some momentum, which means I am going to go with the Wet n Wild Sugar. I'm hoping by February this can be done. Because I think this will be a good shade just to start with, just to kind of get my feet back, get my feet back into the water with eyeshadow painting. And then I have so many options to use as like transition shades, lid shades and stuff like that. I can use anything with this, or I can use this as all over lid shade. So I think I'm going to go with this one, even though I feel like it's a little bit cheating because it has so much pan, but the goal is to decrease my numbers, and so if my goal is to decrease my numbers, I have to pick this one. So the goal for this project is to decrease my numbers and use up what I have, because like I said, I have 22 of them. That's way too many single eyeshadows when I don't use them. So I'm going to go with this one, and I'm really excited. And I'm hoping, like I said, that I can finish it up by February, because then I can pick a new one. I might just do an update when this is done, because I think this will probably take me a month or a little bit more. And with my new filming schedule, if you did not see my 2019 relaunch, you can check it out. So I'm really excited that I'm able to start this project. I had been using my 2018 Pan That palette, which that finale will be up next Tuesday, but I wanted to get something new. I might end up using these 2 in combination though. So definitely subscribe so you can see what my 2018 Pan That palette roulette started out as. Anyways, I will talk to you later, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.